Creamer Media's Mining Weekly Online senior staff writer Zandile Mavuso spoke to Glencore CEO Ivan Glazenberg on coal's future. We were speaking at the donation by Glencore of a new 75 million rand state-of-the-art school to the Phola community of South Africa's Mpumalanga coalfields.
Look, we're still very positive on coal in the future. You've got to remember, seaborne coal in the world today is about 950 million tons. Now, yes, in the United States, where they have an alternative of shale gas, etc., they are reducing the amount of coal because they have gas-fired stations. However, the developing countries of the world, India, China, even Korea for that matter, it is a developed nation, but Korea has built a lot of new coal-fired stations. You even have the world's biggest exporter, Indonesia, that exports 430 million tons of coal, is building new coal-fired stations in Indonesia, and between the year 2015 and 2020, at least 150 million tons of their coal which has been exported is going to have to be used locally. So the developing nations, coal is still the cheapest form of energy, are going to still build and develop coal-fired stations for their growth. And that is going to be a fact. Now, there are cleaner ways of burning coal, and we've said it before that the wealthier nations should assist and contribute for the poorer nations to develop better coal-fired facilities so they can burn coal in a cleaner manner, which is possible. And places like India, which is now importing 200 million tons of coal, will grow to 250, potentially 300, and it is the cheapest form of energy. So it will continue, and the seaborne coal market will grow in a particular way, or may not grow too high, will keep growing, but places like Indonesia will reduce their seaborne coal, so we still remain positive for coal. You've got to assess, before you put in more investment, assess the future market in whichever commodity you are producing, and you've got to assess demand. Don't build too much if the demand is not there. And we keep saying this, for coal, if the demand is not there, we'll cut back production. We definitely will not be investing more at the moment until we see demand is much higher than the supply, which right now looks pretty balanced. There seems to be a little bit of, we believe, undersupply. And by the year 2017-18, demand is up, as we said, there's less export, and then we may have to start investing again. But our policy in Glencore, we will only invest in increasing production when we're certain we're not hurting our existing production and affecting the price of the product of our existing production, and the world has to really need that extra supply before we go ahead with new investment.
That was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly Online speaking to Glencore CEO Ivan Glazenberg at the opening of a new 75 million rand school which Glencore has donated to South Africa's Department of Basic Education to meet its social and labour plan commitments to South Africa's Department of Mineral Resources.